everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up, hanging out with me today. I hope you are ready for another quality, completely calorie-free, fat-free magic review. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. I give you the magic reviews every single day, Saturday to Sunday, because I love you guys. I love you guys, and I want you guys to have the information, right? Back in the day, when I was a kid, I had a paper magic catalog that was filled with clip art and typed out, like, this is what the trick does. And you had, like, no clue. And you would just mail, like you would lick and put like physical money in an envelope and send it off to like Hank Lee, right? And then I'd have to wait 6 to 8 weeks for that magic to come back to me. And then I would open it and I would go, this is what my money got me? It was so depressing. I don't ever want you to have buyer's remorse. So I unbox things. I unbox things for you. Okay, I unbox it so that you know exactly what you're getting. Today, I'm going to look at another fun one from Wayne Dobson. This is Invisible Cocktail. Invisible Cocktail, Wayne Dobson, Alan Wong. You can pick this up from your favorite Murphy's Magic supplier. What is it? It's a two-part trick, and it's a mentalism trick. Mentalism trick, and it's a walk-around trick. Okay, this is an EDC, small, contained. Okay, you can keep this in a pocket, keep this in a wallet. We'll talk more about that. This is how the trick goes, okay? You bring out a set of flashcards. The flashcards have the alphabet on them, A through Z, okay? And you say, hey, we're gonna play a little, we're gonna play a drinking game, but not the kind that you're familiar with. I want you to pick a letter, any letter in the alphabet, okay? And they pick it. And you hand them the flashcards, and you say, I want you to pull your letter out of all those flashcards. If you see your letter on any one of those flashcards, pull it out, and you give me the discard. They give you the discard, you put it away, you say, okay, you've got all the letters, and you have a letter in mind. Here's a cocktail menu, a miniature cocktail menu, with a drink from A to Z. I want you to find your drink that matches your letter, and I want you to pretend that you're holding it in your hand. And they're holding it in their hand. And then I say, I want you to take a sip. And they take a sip, you say, okay, I'm just gonna reach out, very sanitary, okay? I'm just gonna reach out and just put my pinky in your drink and taste it and go, you know what? I think this is a Harvey Wallbanger. Or whatever letter they picked, and you'll be right. All right, so let's say you pay $15. What? $15? That's right, $15. For the price of a download, you're actually gonna get the menu, you're gonna get the alphabet cards on laminated plastic. They'll last you forever. And you're going to get the 3-page PDF that tells you how to do the trick. Is it what I thought? I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to think. The description and the picture was just very brief. In fact, people were out there on the forums saying, has anybody seen this? Has anybody reviewed this? I want to see like a picture. I want to know like how big this is. Like what is this? This is such a fun little trick. I wish the ad copy had more. Because I wish you could have more information. So this is what I'm doing. I'm giving you the more information, right? PDF, like I said, it's 3 pages. One of them is a big splash title page. And then just a really brief write-up of how the trick goes, really brief explanation, and like, this is how it should play out. But minimal, like minimal. And I just had the cards out and the menu out while I read the PDF. I just printed the PDF and just had it side by side. And I had it down in minutes, and I could literally just go do this right now, easy, with like no practice, okay? And the only thing missing from the PDF was a routine pattern. Pocket space, the menu is literally this big, okay? And then the alphabet cards are smaller than this, so you could stick the alphabet cards inside the menu, okay? It's a little big for like your wallet, right? Because if I have my wallet here, it's a little too big for a wallet, right? But if you had the elongated like check fold wallet, that would fit. You could probably stick it in a breast coat pocket. easily, right? It might be a little too tall for those vinyl wallets, but you might be able to find something to put this in. But it's really thick chip cardstock, really well printed graphics menus, and like I said, the alphabet cards are transparent plastic, so they'll last you forever. So that's really good. Angles wise, there aren't any angles. There's no angles. The only thing that's kind of obvious to the spectator is that when they get the cocktail menu, that all the drinks are in alphabetical order. But you could just explain that that's so that they can find their letter faster. I mean, I would literally just hold this open and just go, look, like these are the drinks, and they're in alphabetical order. I made that easy for you, and just hand it right to them. And once you hand it to them, you never have to take it back. They can stare at their drink, and you're done. You're way ahead. Inspectable, everything's inspectable. They're going to feel like they held everything, because they literally will. They will hold all your props. So they're never going to ask, well, can I see that again, right? They'll have everything. Slice and difficulty, self-working. Like when I first read the instructions and I went and did the trick to myself, I thought, it can't be that easy. Like there's got to be some sort of like, it really is that easy, okay? You're getting a peek, okay? So Wayne Dobson is teaching you how to get a peek on the letter, okay? And it's a clear peek, crystal clear, and fast. You are going to get this peek very fast, okay? Set up and reset, nothing to do. You could literally take their discard pile, stick it with your discard pile, and be off again. You don't have to stick the alphabet cards in any order. This is self-contained. There's nothing to do. Positive. All right, so what are the positives? I love self-working mentalism. Invisible Cocktail is a fantastic little everyday carry. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? What are the alphabet cards for? Like, I get that they help you do the peek, they help you do the trick, but in the frame of the routine, I don't understand the need for them, right? Or at least I don't understand how I would explain it to the spectator. Like I said, there's no routine given. There's no pattern given. So I didn't understand what the rationale was, because literally it's a two-parter, right? You say pick any letter in the alphabet, you hand them the cards and you say find your letter, and then cover it with your hand so that I can't see it, and give me all the discards. So literally all the cards they give you are actually missing that letter. In fact, they're missing more, right? They're missing, if you look at them, they're missing more than just one letter. They're missing several letters. So then you give them the menu and you say, okay, now find your drink. How do those two things go together, right? How did those two things go together? So, in an effort to help you, I've come up with my own routine, my own pattern, and I'm giving it to you free of charge, okay? Hey, have you ever played a drinking game? Probably, right? There's tons of drinking games, and they're all fun. But did you know that bartenders also play a drinking game? It's true, they do. And it's usually when they're first learning the trade. Their drinking game is an alphabet game. So you've probably played alphabet games before where a person has to think of something that starts with A, and the next person has to think of something in the same subject, but that starts with B. And you keep going until, one person can't think of something in the topic. So obviously with bartenders, their alphabet game is with drinks. But they don't leave the alphabet to just go in order. They leave it to chance. And so they have these bartending alphabet cards. And as you can see on these cards, each card has some letters but are missing others. And so what they do is they go through these cards, they shuffle it, they find a random letter, and then they have to make the drink that matches that letter. So I thought we could play the alphabet game right now, the bartending alphabet game, okay? And don't worry, I'm not going to make you imagine a drink. I got a list for you. So first thing we need to do to play the game is we need a letter. So I want you to mentally think of any letter in the alphabet, okay? A through Z. Doesn't matter. You can make it as random or as weird as you want. There's literally a drink for every letter, okay? You got one? All right, so we're gonna use the alphabet cards, the bartending cards. I want you to take those Go through those cards. I want you to find a card, every card that has your letter on it, and I want you to keep those under your hand so that nobody can see them, and you just scooch the rest to me. They scooch the rest to you. You gather them all up, you put them in your pocket. They're gone, right? You've got a letter, you've got the cards. Now, here comes the alphabet drink, right? And so, like I said, I'm not gonna make you come up with a drink already, but there's a alphabet cocktail menu. And as you can see, it starts with A and goes all the way to Z. So all you need to do is find the drink that matches your cocktail. So you got it in your mind, you can see it. Have you ever had this drink before? Never. You've never had this drink before. Oh, wow, okay. So do you even know what's in it? Oh, okay, yeah, I don't have any clue. That's gonna be tough for me if you've never had it and you don't know what's in it, okay? So I'm gonna do my best. So all you can really do is just formulate maybe the name, right? So I want you to imagine pouring that name of that drink into a glass, okay? And it can be any glass you wanna make. It wanna be a flute or a goblet or a martini, a champagne glass, whatever. If you wanna put a piece of fruit or something in there. I mean, if you've never seen this drink, you can make it up, right? Make it up, make it as hard as you want, okay? You got it? Just taste it, see if it tastes like what you think it would taste like. Got it? I'm just gonna reach in and just, can I, this sanitary let me try to, yeah. That's interesting. Were you thinking like fruity? Yeah, I didn't think so. You were thinking like tart, right? Yeah, okay. So that's a Long Island iced tea? Yes? I had to check the menu. The Long Island iced tea is not in the menu. I was just throwing out, that was the L that I thought of. So the L in the cocktail menu is the lounge lizard, which I think would probably fit my pattern because I've never had a lounge lizard. I don't know what it would taste like. I'm imagining that it's a green drink. Somebody Google that and put it down below. What's in that? What is in a lounge lizard? I have never ever heard of that, but that's what makes it work, right? That's what makes it work. So either they've heard of the drink and they've tasted it, right? And that's great because then you can imagine those elements going in and you can talk about flavors, right? Talk about what the colors are. And if they've never had it before, then they can imagine what it would taste like. And then you kind of have to like use your imagination because obviously if they pick lounge lizard and you see that, you got your peek and you gave it to them, and then they say they've never heard of it before, you're probably gonna know that the color they're thinking of is green, right? You're gonna know that. You're gonna say, this feels like it, did you make this a green drink? See, just like that. So that's how I would do Invisible Cocktail. So that's just my 2 cents. And of course, that was just, that was just quickly fleshed out, and you can probably build on it and make something even better. So that's Invisible Cocktail, Wayne Dobson, Alan Wong. I hope I've introduced you to a brand new trick, or maybe answered questions for you that you had already about the trick, and if that's the case, do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, mash all those buttons. That really helps me out a lot. And big, huge thanks to Murphy's Magic Supplies for allowing me to have this so that I can do the review for you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.